Hello, here we go, everybody. Another installment of Biology in the Basement, special edition. You teach the class, where um, I do the presentation for you. I was just thinking you guys are super lucky that we are in confinement because you don't have to do the presentations now. So, a little silver lining there for you. We are going to move on with the crustaceans, thanks to Hannah, Morgan, and Sarah. So let's get to it. Here is your fact of the day so that we can get started. And that is Prince, artist formerly known as Prince, then known as Prince, then deceased. May he rest in peace. His original name given to him at birth was Prince. Who knew? Okay, so let's talk about crustaceans. Crustaceans are a part of the arthropods. As we'll see, the arthropods are a very wide, diverse group. So I like to focus on the crustaceans because they have their own set of unique characteristics to focus on. So they are of their own group within them, covering things like lobsters, shrimp, barnacles. So there's your definition. Their classification, right, is that they are animals within the phylum Arthropoda. This is a subphyla, I think, Crustacea in the actual classification. What do they eat? Where do they live? Well, they eat pretty much everything. They also have a wide diet. Many of them are decomposers. But some of them are even eating the big stuff like fish and other crabs. So where do they live? Most of the crustaceans are found in the water, fresh and salt water. They usually have matching colors to the seafloor where they live to give them a nice camouflage. So let's get into some of the slideshow information. This one starts with the nervous system, right? They have a very simple brain and a ventral nerve cord. We have a spinal cord that runs down our dorsal side or our back, but insects and arthropods have a ventral nerve cord. It's kind of their version since they don't have a backbone to protect it like we do. Circulatory system, it's open. They do have a heart, but the blood just kind of gets sloshed around and the heart just kind of tries to pump it to other parts of the body. So you could say simple heart and open circulatory system. Their digestive system is continuous, right? Goes in one end and out the other. So continuous is all that you have to write. Respiratory system, this one is why I like to focus on them since they are all aquatic. They have gills. Some that are a little bit more simple do use their skin. What kind of sense organs do they have? Well, it's pretty developed, I would say. They can see, they can detect chemicals, right? Most of the time when you think of a lobster, right, they have tentacles that can detect chemicals in the water. They can touch, they can see light, but depending on the species, you never know how developed they are. But they are all can detect chemicals, temperature, pressure, vision, things like that, I would put. Reproduction, it varies as well. Most of the time, I would say it is external, right? I think that's the one we have to talk about, right? They are egg-laying, external, mostly. Some do internal. And then what was nice of these guys was they put all the rest of the slideshow information on one slide for you, right? They're multicellular invertebrates with, we'll say, an external skeleton, right? The exoskeleton. So that covers your first few. Then they did the body systems for you. Skip over to cold-blooded, right? They are egg-laying external fertilizers who do not nourish with milk, and some, I would say not all, but some crustaceans do care for their babies and their young after birth, but not all. And there are some good examples, well, of course, minus the starfish, but all of these other crabs, crayfish, and lobsters would be good examples to use. So, there are the mollusks. Thank you, ladies. Signing off.